Brother Robert Earl, who do we have with us today?
This young lady I've known for a while. She is a worker, and a worker. And we are just so honored to have her this early in the morning on this Thursday. She is a worship leader, she's a directress, she's an evangelist, and she is somebody's psalmist, none other than our sister, Markita Knight. Welcome to the Wake Up Morning Show with Dr. LT and Robert Earl Dean.
Good morning. Thank you so very much.
Now, Sister Knight, where are you located in the country?
Right now, I'm here at home in Los Angeles.
Oh,
So it's
see.
early. So it's early in the morning compared to other places.
Oh, yeah.
Sister Knight, have you had your tea and crumpets or some coffee? Did you get up and already do your 12 miles of running? You know, what's going on with you this morning?
None of the above. I think I just opened my eyes and said thank you.
See, won't he do it?
And that's enough. And that's just like her though. We appreciate you on this bright early morning, and we're just
Well,
so happy on what God is doing for
but
her.
but hold on, Robert. She said she just got up. I think you should sing the Wake Up Morning Show song to her.
No, I'm not gonna
You're
sing the
not
Wake
gonna
Up
say.
Morning Show. I had choir rehearsal last night. It was too early for me today.
Well, I
So
just want to say, Sister Knight, we're just so happy
yes.
that you are with us on this morning. Just tell me what is going on in your life because you've been doing so much.
For so many years.
Well, at this season, there's still quite a bit. It's so interesting. But the one primarily that really has been a blessing is God just connected. Not that we weren't connected before, but Bishop Norman Hutchins. We were going to do originally something just, and then it just turned into something else. And, God allowed him to get this song together. And he said, you know what? I got to get you to do this. I got to put you on my label. I said, well, why not? So we did it. And, here we are. So between that and still tackling some other things ministry wise, God is good.
You've been traveling a lot as well. Have you been
Oh,
traveling
Jesus.
singing or traveling ministering the word?
Actually, a lot of it has been more so singing. Earlier this year, the beginning of the year, actually, I was traveling on tour with Damian Sneed, and we did a tour for in tribute to Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
And the special guests included Karen Clark Sheard as well as Valerie Simpson. And then from that, we did a few other things. I've been able to do some things with Wynton Marsalis. So God has been faithful this year. And then some things with the Tommy Coombs band that helps out Franklin Graham. So it's been a blessing.
So you're doing some things outside the four walls, and to me that is real ministry. So I say kudos to you because we're used to seeing you before the people in the worship aspect, but to see you doing your solo stuff, merging and highlighting with these groups, this is wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well,
And here's the thing now, I still sneak in those moments in ministry at the church too.
Right, right.
so I'm gonna ask you. It's early in the morning. When you're on the road, what is your early morning routine? Because normally, as an artist, we have to get up early and
We like
and
to
get on
sleep though.
planes and everything else of that nature. How do you balance off, real life with travel life and tour life?
To be very honest, I really do have to. I've gotten to this age. I have to document memories that it doesn't. It fails me these days. So when I document it, I could do better. And I literally, I mean, literally, it's get up, hit that shower, get those vitamins, get to the airport, do whatever, back off, try and rest on the plane a little bit. So because 9 times out of 10, as soon as I get off, we're singing.
Right, right.
So, just kind of keeping myself together so that when I get off, we can hit it and quit it.
Well, I just want to say, how they have that old saying, "Black don't crack," and I don't see no cracks whatsoever in your game whatsoever.
Oh, I appreciate you. You're gonna make me send you an offer.
God done kept her.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he has been so faithful. So faithful.
Now let's go back to your early beginnings. Where did you
Sure.
begin singing? Because people don't know, but you were part of, I believe, was it God's Property?
I
I've been following you for
actually,
years.
oh wow, I actually sang with One in C.
One and see.
Yes, New Nation
Yes.
first, the New Nation crew, and then we morphed into One in C. Yeah.
So back in the day, were you ever criticized for the Holy Ghost moves that y'all was doing as one in C?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he says, like people say, there's nothing new under the sun.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Really isn't. And so there has been criticism, but for me, it was never a thing of even really taking it personally like that because I understood certain ways are just vehicles to get to the destination.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And because that was never, quote unquote, the intent of my heart, that didn't even mean that to me.
Hmm.
That wasn't that. It was just a move. But my dance, I still have my dance. My dance was for the Lord. I have a different partner. So
Hmm.
Come on.
it was never, it was never conveyed as anything different in my world.
Right.
But
Well, I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna put it this way because we say supporters, and in the secular world they might say groupies. How do you navigate in this season your super fans that follow you, DM you, and just in love with you? How do you navigate that type of energy when it comes?
to be honest, I, well, honestly, I don't think I have them like that. I'm just nice. I speak to everybody. So I don't consider people fans or groupies, anything like that. Speak, keep it pushing. Groupies, no. When people are nice, you respond with
Right.
thank you.
Right.
So I don't have fans.
And she's
To be
sanctified, so
very
they know
honest.
not to bother her because she's sanctified and
Yeah,
the Holy
I
Ghost
don't
is
get
all
a
over
lot
her.
of that. So I'm just grateful to
Right. Right.
She
I
said,
didn't know
"My
people knew my name.
she like my DM is saved. When people come by DM,
They
they know."
already know she's sanctified.
Listen, I mean it. We don't get them DMs. Come on out of here. The blood.
And Marquita, I thought you were from Texas. I remember when I first started talking to you and met you, I was like, I thought you were from Texas all this time. You said, no, I'm from
No,
Los Angeles.
sir.
How did you get connected to that Kirk Franklin and Texas crew?
Actually, it happened when he did a pilot for the TV. He was doing a pilot for his own TV show back in the day,
Wow.
and he did it at West Angeles. And
Wow.
I wasn't gonna even do it. It was literally a whim,
Hmm.
and I happened to go by, and I did it, and myself as well as a few other um, well known that you all would know. We were picked up then. One being Elder T.C. Burrell
Yes.
from the Burrell family,
Hmm.
good brother, as well as Tracina Atkins, better known as Tina Atkins.
Hmm.
Wow.
Campbell.
Yeah.
She was part of that as well as Joy Campbell. Um,
Hmm.
there were a few of us. We were all select. Oh, Daniel Johnson, my
Yes.
brother.
Yes.
We were all selected from that crew, and so we did the TV pilot, and I don't think it quite worked out. But from there, it evolved, and a few of us he kept
Hmm.
to do the one NC effort or be a part of New Nation, and I was willing to do it. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. I never heard this story before.
Hmm.
This is something.
Well, I'm looking at your album cover, which is absolutely stunning. But there's something about this album cover that the eyes draw you in. I
Oh
want to
Jesus.
know what you're thinking.
Oh Jesus. I don't know. What am I thinking? Honestly, I was. Let's see. What am I thinking? At that time, I was probably thinking, Lord, if we could just get these lights.
Right, right, right. Get the right
Because
lights.
anybody, yeah, anybody that knows me know I'm goofy. I love to have fun. So
Hmm.
there is very it's not very often that you catch me in those moments
Hmm.
Right.
where I have to kind of be a little stiff and kind of
Hmm.
keep it together. So I think I was just trying to keep it together for the sake of the shoot because I was ready to just go play.
Because I'm looking at this cover and I'm like, and it's like saying, you're gonna need to listen to this. And it's just like it's one of those covers that give you that almost a power like what is it, a power broker move, the way the cover is laid out
It's
is
very
actually
it's business. It's crossover appeal. It's all that.
with, with,
It's great.
with a little tease of a little smirk
Wow.
smile.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, okay, I'll just share the secret. I have very tight eyes. It doesn't take much. So when I smile, literally,
Hmm.
my eyes, you tend to lose them.
Kind of
It's almost
Chinese
like
type.
little slits.
Kind of Chinese.
So it got so bad that the photographer told me, "Yeah, sweetie, you can't smile. You just gonna have to smirk because I keep losing your eye."
Right.
So tell me this: you've done a lot of travel, you've done a
Hmm.
lot of performances, ministries.
Hmm.
What was your favorite place that you ever ministered at? And then where's that one place that if the Lord never sends you back there again, you will be so happy?
Hmm. My favorite place. I have a few. I don't have just one.
Okay.
Hmm.
I have a few. Um, I will say when I was one of my favorite being having the opportunity to minister overseas.
Hmm.
Wow.
Um, went to Barcelona, Spain, and Quieta, Spain, and there we were able to share and minister with some of the artists, not only local artists, but people had just come from literally around from Spain as well as outside of Spain,
Wow.
and having that opportunity to share and minister together, it was great. Also, there was another one, Brazil. I was able to go and minister with them, and they translated and taught me. I wanted to sing something with them so that they could understand,
Hmm.
so that I wouldn't, just be singing. I know they pick up the music, but I was like, I want to sing so y'all can, join in with me.
Right.
So for them, they taught me a song in Portuguese, so for us to be able to stand and sing and worship together,
Hmm.
That's powerful.
and then I had to speak. So I mean, that was probably a few of the greater moments that I really just enjoyed.
That's awesome.
Now, one that I just don't want to go back. Ooh, let's see. Okay, I would say this, and it's not that I don't necessarily want to go back because of ministry.
Hmm.
It's just because I'm one of those. I don't like creatures. I don't like bugs.
Okay.
So it
Winnicoochee,
was
Georgia.
actually no, it was actually in Nigeria,
Okay.
and we were doing an outside event,
Hmm.
and wow, the way that I was terrified with all the things flying and
Wow.
things on the ground.
Hmm.
Jeez.
He was like, the devil is a lie.
You try to
Listen, I was laughing the devil while I was trying to sing.
she was trying
I
to
was
stay
hollering
focused.
out, and I know they probably thought I was speaking in tongues or thought
Right.
I was happy. No, y'all, I'm scared. We gotta go. Hurry up.
Right. Let's get this done.
It's like, Jesus, I know you made everything, but can you keep them over there?
Right.
Listen, because if it comes over here, it's gonna have to trodden up under these feet.
Right. I know that's right. But isn't it amazing how God allows our gifts and talents to work for us in that it takes us all over the world in places that you only dreamed about?
Literally, literally. And I'm so grateful that God has, given and granted the experiences.
Yes.
I know there's so many more
Hmm.
that could.
Right.
but the fact that he allowed me, I'm grateful.
Yes.
I don't take it for granted.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this question: being in the IR music group with Bishop Norman Hutchins, is there ever? Because I'm seeing him drop, drop, drop. So he's got this powerful label move. Is
Mm-hmm.
there ever a plan or a thought to bring all you hit women together for one track?
You know, I'm not sure, but I'm sure, knowing Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure those wheels are turning.
Okay,
Without a
because
doubt.
I mean, because he got hit women. They're like sit up there.
Yeah.
You know
Her,
how?
Crystal, Siobhan Wells.
Yeah, and you know how
That's
Bobby
that's
Jones.
amazing.
Bobby Jones would get up there, well, oh, happy day. And then he pass it back to the hit women and they
Yeah.
just take it on down.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that right now on the label that the hit women could just go on
Yeah,
tour
but Bishop
together.
can sing too, so he ain't got to pass
Wow.
the mic.
Yeah, but you know, the passing of the mic would just be the coup d'etat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a major lineup,
Yeah.
and I'm just grateful to be a part.
From top to bottom. Now, if you weren't singing and ministering, what would you be doing?
That's a really good question. I thought I thought my path included um, track and field. I was an avid track and field runner, and I had intentions on trying to get to the Olympics. So,
Markita, track and field.
oh, absolutely.
Let's talk about that. What did you run in high school or middle school
Oh, I ran
for the LA
literally
Jets or somebody?
the LA Jets all the way from the age of 7 years old until uh, a little bit after college. And I
Markita.
almost had an opportunity to get to the Olympics. I was going to have a trainer. I was going to try and get to the trials
Right.
one of those years, and my father got sick,
Mm-hmm.
extremely sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I took the opportunity to say that I would stay home,
Right.
and I'd rather just be with him as opposed to trying to train. So that ended that.
That is amazing because I just retired from coaching 33 years of high school track.
Oh wow! Yeah, listen, from the LA Jets all the way to high school, Long Beach Poly.
You ran for Poly.
Oh, I was a jackrabbit.
Oh my God. Y'all that's listening and watching all across the country, Long Beach Poly is one of the top academic and sports schools in the US of A.
Yeah, it
The most
is.
NFL football players in history,
Yes.
track and field royalty. You have the Shayna Solomons and all those people and so many numerous Olympians, Carol Rodriguez, and the
Oh,
list goes on and on and on. I am speechless because that's something else we have in common. I didn't know you were a track woman.
oh yeah. And for a second, I went back and started coaching before I got busy. Uh, really, really, really busy. I tried to coach back
Where?
with for the LA Jets, and it didn't last too long because I had to get back out on the road. But
Right.
I got back out there for a few moments. Went out there, and once we got to those Las Vegas meets,
What
I
was
said,
hot?
Lord Jesus,
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
they kill me.
I would like to say I too
You two
was
what? Sing
was
America?
was a vivid track watcher.
We didn't say watch her. She competed.
I enjoyed watching the girls track team.
Right, well,
Yeah,
everybody does because track women and guys have the best bodies in any sport.
I didn't want to watch the guys.
I'm not saying you watch them. I'm
I
saying,
just wanted to
but
watch
I'm a
the
Thank you.
track coach.
girls.
Our
Thank you, Jesus.
kids have
Amen.
bodies.
No, what was really funny is that um, a lot of in the community, a lot of times it wasn't really emphasized that track could get you to college,
Oh my God.
and now with coaches like Robert Earl Dean and they are literally helping players understand if you
Yeah,
football better have track because track could be your
it's an
opportunity.
opportunity for free education,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
and a little
Because I
bit.
did go to school on a scholarship.
and
Where'd you
what
go?
So I started out, I stayed here and went to Long Beach State and then transferred to Long Beach City so that I could transfer out,
Yeah.
redshirted. And then from there, I went to Eastern Michigan University.
wow.
Did you go to run or just for education?
Oh no, I went to run. Everything was on a full ride.
What?
Yeah. And then the year that I got to Eastern Michigan, because I'm born and raised in Southern Cal, know
Right.
nothing about cold,
Yes, ma'am.
snow, any of that. I ended up with walking pneumonia by the time I got back home, so I
Mm.
couldn't go back.
See, that's why us high school coaches have to teach these young people. If you're born and raised in California, going to a cold climate may not be the best thing for you, even if it is
It
a
was
scholarship.
not.
And they train differently. They train for indoor meets. We train to
Exactly.
be ready for March, February, March when outdoor season starts.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this question because, I think every female track runner has a signature look or whatever. What was your signature look?
You know what? I used to like to do mismatched socks.
Okay.
Mismatch. I would wear a hot pink one and a hot green one.
That's the LA thing.
Hmm.
Cause that's a Los. You are Los Angeles, ma'am. You are
I
Southern.
sure
You're
did.
Southern
Always,
Cal.
yeah,
Now,
bright green, bright pink.
so I'm just a little. I'll just ask if you pledged because I see red on the album, but then you said pink and green. So I'm gonna ask: did you pledge when you were in college?
I did not get to pledge because I was on scholarship.
Okay.
In track,
Yeah.
in any
So,
sport,
Yeah.
you're busy.
it took a little too much time, so I wasn't able to be able to go through the process and
Yes.
be online.
Now, what events did you compete in?
I did the 100, 200,
Sprinter.
4x1, 4x4 relays, long jump, and triple jump.
Ooh, all my favorites.
She's I'm telling y'all, Long Beach Poly. They produce some Andre Anderson. They've had some
Oh yeah.
really good ones. And it's funny because guess who else was a track star had a scholarship?
Who?
Ashanti.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Shanti was a track star. Puff Daddy,
Hmm.
he was competing for Howard University
Hmm.
when he used to
Wow.
get on the trains
Hmm.
and go to New York to
Yeah.
work with Uptown Records. But he
So
was on a track scholarship.
let me ask you this question: um, didn't Snoop go to Cal Poly?
Yes, Snoop, Keisha Ely. It's so
Okay.
Yep.
many. That school's produced
Now,
so many
now,
great
now,
ones.
now Sister Night, was Snoop there when you was there?
No, sir. You
Okay.
could pull me back by a whole era.
Right, and he's Kojic, just like she is.
That
So
part, sure enough.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask this question because we both grew up Kojic. Well, we the Kojic royalty from San Diego,
All right.
but we would always be up in L.A.
hmm
My question to you is: did you ever go to the Youth Congress?
Of course.
Okay, so we gonna narrow this thing all the way down. Now, was you with Michael McCurtis, in the Tri-Stone Five and all
I was
them?
gonna say Michael McCurtis.
No, that was way before me.
Okay, because I'm trying to tell you that was my era,
Yes.
and
Okay.
we had such an amazing
In
time.
Ventura, we used to go to Ventura all the
Yeah,
time.
and traveling, and that's when we all start touring. Robert started touring when he was 4 years old. I didn't start touring until I was 12. But
Wow.
it was like the way we were brought up in the church,
hmm
and because I went to Jackson Memorial, we just were exposed to so much
Absolutely.
and everything. So let's talk about the ability to minister not just in the church but beyond the four walls, and also to be able to do secular gigs but still allow your light to shine.
Um, I believe God puts light in darkness. I
Come
will
on,
Amen.
say that.
come on,
I
sister.
do believe that. Long as you are light
Hmm.
and you don't allow your light to be exterminated and begin to do things that others do to change the example,
Hmm.
Come on.
you can continue to be light in darkness.
Hmm.
Yes.
But once again, uh, you have to really be
Rooted and grounded.
on it and focused,
hmm
and make sure that that you're grounded.
Come
Hmm.
on.
Because I will say there are things that will pull you,
Yes,
but
Hmm.
ma'am.
at the same time, it's necessary, especially on the road. You have to have a prayer life. You have to have constant communication
Hmm.
where you can be led, directed, what to do, how to do, where to
hmm
go, what to say.
hmm
Hmm.
Um, and definitely, I would say prayer life, consecration. That helps to keep you on the right vein. And guess what? You'll be just fine.
Yes, you
And
will.
people will they'll always say it's something different about you. They
Come
can't
on.
necessarily pinpoint. It's something different about you. I know you don't hang with us, but you different.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But they respect it.
Yes, they do.
Hmm.
So
That's beautiful.
My last question to you before we end, because we know you're busy and it's
Sure.
early in the morning. How was it growing up in the music scene of LA? Because on the secular and gospel side, it is so much greatness and so many innovative people.
You know, I'll be very honest. I was always in complete awe and wow of, because I was right in the middle of it.
Yes.
And then the interesting part is at some at some point or another, um, everybody was kind of, auntie, uncle,
Mm-hmm.
somehow
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
We were all pretty cool growing
Mm-hmm.
up, or you knew all the stars or whatever. So there was always some kind of connection. So it's just interesting to see, and I would like to say more so. It's just been a deposit. You
Yes.
get those deposits from those that have gone, were before me.
Right.
So having that opportunity to be able to really experience that is it was amazing. I mean, we look forward to so much here
Yes.
that, every time you turn around, it was a concert, it was a musical,
Every
it
time.
was something.
Mm-hmm.
And it heightens your appetite for it. So it really is true that what you feed your soul, that's what's gonna lead.
Whatever's in you, the old saying said, whatever's in you is gonna come out.
So let me ask this question. Um, this is a throwback question.
Okay.
Uh, are you still wearing the robes at West Angeles, or have you been delivered to the front where you don't have to wear the robe no more?
No, we not in roles no more because of COVID has been a curse and a blessing,
Right.
but
Hmm.
Right.
COVID has definitely taken us out of the roles because it's not enough of us really
Right.
to
Hmm.
be able to do the robe thing. So we're in decent attire,
Yes,
ministry
yes,
apparel.
Come
yes,
on.
yes, yes.
Decency, y'all. Decency and order.
So tell us about this new track that you have, this new single that's coming out, and also tell us how people can find you and connect with you and
And
book you.
and
Okay.
and this is not her first project, Sank. So go to your social, digital, musical outlets and go get this project she has out with hymns. It is second to none.
Well, see here, the crazy thing about it is, I love to Google people just to see how many, and I mean, she got pictures after pictures after pictures and soundtracks, and
She's
she important in the industry.
she is somebody.
Yes, she
People love
is,
and appreciate her.
and she a track star too. So
Come
she been
on.
running for Jesus.
A long time. And she
Hallelujah.
ain't tired yet.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, we
We
got carried
sorry.
away. Go, go.
That's all right. So you said where to find it? This
No, where to find you, connect with you,
Mm-hmm.
book you,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
and then we also want you to tell us about the song and the inspiration of it.
Okay. Sure. You're able to find me, of course, on Facebook, Markita Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have an Instagram. Um, you can find me once again by Markita Knight. Uh, I'm on Twitter. I'm not on that as much. I'm trying to do better with Facebook
Hmm.
and Instagram. So y'all bear with me. I'm
Right.
Hmm.
We bear with you,
I'm
sister.
coming along.
Come on.
Hmm.
um, Also, uh, those are primarily the ones. Oh, I did just do a what is it called? The TikTok.
Oh
so
Lord,
Oh
she
yeah.
done did a TikTok.
Yes. Go TikTok.
so you can find me on TikTok as well. Um, and for booking, you can go to my website and that is Lord Jesus. I'm sorry, I didn't know that off the top of my head. Y'all pray for me.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's
It's
early.
early in the morning.
You ain't had your track boost.
Right. I haven't had my get up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
It's under nightvision.org. So
Okay.
you're able to find me there. Um, and this single, honestly, Bishop Hutchins, he said the Lord gave him something in the middle of the night, and he called me. A few minutes later, he was like, "I got a song for you. I got a song for you. The Lord just gave me this." And I said, "Okay," because we were working on something else. And he was like, "We'll get to that one, but the Lord gave me this for you. Go learn this one. Try, get this one together."
Right,
And I
right.
was like, "Oh, okay, all right, let's do it." So this song, when I first heard it, I was like, "Nice, very nice." It's a standard. It's a cry, not only for our churches today, but just I believe us as people, where our hearts should really be um, crying in this time.
Yes.
Lord, please let your glory fall. Everything else is happening, but please, with your glory, some things can really happen.
Yes.
Some
Amen.
things I don't have to worry about when the glory falls. There's no shady spots, So when your glory falls, that's really what I need. So let your glory fall.
Let your glory fall.
Amen. Well, you're going to hear it here. I want to say almost first, Bishop done sent it over to us, and
Oh, yes.
Bishop is family,
Oh,
and,
yes. We get stuff
wait.
hot off the
Yeah.
press.
And the
Hallelujah.
Kojaks will rise again.
Yes, we are. Hallelujah.
This is "Let
Come
Your
on.
Glory Fall" by none other than
The one and only, y'all. The psalmist, the preacher, the fashionista, the one and
Oh,
only
Jesus.
Markita Knight.